Hello everyone and welcome back guys to a brand new video where today we're here having a look at the first car reveal of the F1 2020 season. Yes, this one's actually come out of the blue in all honesty, and as you can probably tell already on your screens, we are looking at the all-new HAAS VF-20 Challenger for F1 2020. And yeah, like I was saying, this car's sort of come out of the blue. It was meant to obviously technically released on Wednesday the 19th of February, the first day of winter testing, but they've brought out now these renders of the car today to have a bit of a look through. Obviously, the paint scheme is what you'd expect, obviously what it's going to look like in real life Formula 1, but the design of the car, obviously I imagine is going to fit slightly differently. Obviously, they're not going to show off their whole 2020 Challenger before the season's even begun. To me, it sort of looks F1 2018 vibes, I think. Obviously, with the complex front wing, everything like that. But in all honesty, I'm not 100% sure as well. But my first impression of this thing was, oh my, we're back. I honestly thought HAAS probably had one of the best looking cars on the grid back in sort of 2016, 2017. And they've gone back to their roots. Rich Energy is gone. The whole mess of whatever Rich Energy is, generally speaking, still no one's really sure what that is as well. But yeah, the Rich Energy logos have all gone, and we are back to the HAAS, you know, the grey, black and red that personally I've come to love over the past couple of years in the world of Formula 1. Now, like I said, this is obviously just a render of the designs. Obviously, they'll just be slowly panning across the, I think it's 4 designs that we've got from the F1 2020 car. Now, unfortunately, obviously, where this is just a livery reveal rather than a car reveal, it sort of makes it a bit difficult to, you know, discuss too many particularly big changes to it, obviously, because it's not what the car's going to look like in real life, you know, in terms of more of an aerodynamic standpoint at the end of the day. But yeah, really, really liking the look of this car. Obviously, it's going to be interesting to see how HAAS fare in this championship. Obviously, Jamie and I will probably be making a review, or a preview even, I should say, of their car, or the team even, but obviously before the season kicks off as well. So obviously, if you are new around here, do get yourself subscribed as well for that as well coming down the line. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what HAAS can do in F1 2020. You know, and they need a bit of a resurgence of form. Obviously, they came 9th last season, obviously only above Williams, and obviously they were way off the rest of the field. But obviously that'll be interesting to see what happens from HAAS. But yeah, having a look though from the livery standpoint, obviously with the exception of HAAS, it really makes you with the exception of Rich Energy even, I should say, it really does make you realise actually they don't have that many sponsors on their car. Having a quick flick through all these pictures, obviously you've got the Peak, I think it's Energy Freeze for your car, if I'm not mistaken. Antifreeze even was the word I'm looking for. And the only reason I know that is from iRacing. You've obviously got the Jack Jones apparel sponsorship on the rear wing as well. Obviously, the Peak is on the side of the rear wing. The Jack Jones is on the back of the rear wing. So if you're following the HAAS or you're about to lap it, that's obviously what shows up for you. And then obviously, apart from that, you've mainly just got HAAS, you know, their own sort of sponsorship. You've got their HAAS automation and their CNC machine tools as well. And you got a couple of other ones, obviously Richard, I can't remember if it's Miele or Miele, but the watchmaker, as well as also a rabbit that I've just noticed under that sponsorship as well. So I'm not too sure if that's a company. And then you've got Alpine Star as well. That's sort of a fairly small logo. So yeah, not that many logos on the HAAS car. Once again, obviously, it was completely dominated by Rich Energy over the last 12 months. But it's good to see HAAS go back to these colours. You know, the gold and black sort of tried to give off Lotus vibes from like the 70s and 80s, and it just didn't really work for me at the end of the day. But one thing that I'm really a big fan of, that I've only actually just noticed having a look at this in greater detail, is actually just if you have a look on the front wing, you've got those grey little, dark, it's odd, I don't know, it looks like grey to me at least, or at least sort of lighter black, if that's not really a real thing. But yeah, sort of that darker grey, almost black sort of colour that really does look very cool. You know, you've got that on the front wing, and then also on what used to be where a shark fin was back in the day as well. I think it's the monkey seat as well, and sort of that little off, you know, diagonals, everything like that just makes it look a little bit cooler, makes it look a little bit more sleek as well, which is really cool to see. But yeah, it's a bit interesting the strategy HAAS have gone with for this. I'm going to read out on their website what they've obviously got to say. So, Kannapolis, North Carolina, February 6th, 2020. HAAS F1 team unveiled the design and livery of its VF-20 Challenger for the record-breaking 22-race 2020 FIA Formula 1 World Championship. Whether it's actually going to be 22 races, we'll wait and see as to what happens with Shanghai. The reveal across the team's social media channels showcases a variety of digital renderings of the VF-20, set to be driven by Romain Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen, complete with its new livery, which sees the American outfit return to its traditional colour base of grey, red and black in a contemporary restyling of a familiar theme. And that's what I think, I really like about this. It's quite clearly HAAS, but it's, slightly changed, slightly altered, everything like that. HAAS Automation maintains its significant presence on the VF-20, the global CNC machine tool company founded by the team owner Gene, prominent on the side pods and engine cover, front wing, end plates and rear wing, and a continuous theme in livery since the team's Formula 1 debut is the partners Jack and Jones, Peak and Blue Death. I'm guessing they're the Rabbit? I don't know for sure. Richard Mille, Alpine Stars and Winshare and Pirelli continue to enjoy branding, while Mind Maze and Nominet even will feature on a variety of key team assets throughout trackside operations. The VF-20 will make its physical debut on Wednesday, February 19th, the opening day of pre-season testing at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. Grosjean and Magnussen will unveil the car at 8 AM outside the HAAS F1 team garage. Magnussen will undertake the steering duties that day, whilst Grosjean will be driving on the Thursday. Both of our drivers are then expected to split the third and final day of the first week of testing. So interestingly, they're already talking about their strategy for the first week of winter testing. I'm pleased to see the car return to the more familiar HAAS Automation colour. It's certainly a livery that people identify with, said Gene, founder of HAAS, obviously, and all that. Frankly, I'm hoping the VF-20 will return us to the kind of form we ran in 2018, where we finished 5th in the Constructors' Championship. 2019 was a tough season to endure. We've been through a real education process, one that comes to all Formula 1 teams at some stage, and I've trusted we've learned from those lessons and have applied the knowledge into making the VF-20 a more competitive entry. It's important to me that we're back in the mix and consistently scoring points. We certainly have the capability of, and we've proved as an organisation we can do it. Team principal Gunther Steiner commented, "It's always exciting to see the development of a new Formula 1 car, and undoubtedly the VF-20 has to deliver where our previous car didn't. With the regulation remaining stable into the season, it's allowed us to improve our understanding of the car and scrutinise ourselves more in order to find solutions and applications to the channel into the design of the VF-20. Last year was definitely a setback, one that I would never have asked for, but you learn from such situations. We all have. Everybody at the team was forced to look at themselves and understand what they can do better. I'm looking forward to seeing the VF-20 make its track debut. As always in testing, you want many things, but lots of mileage, reliability and speed will be welcomed as we ready ourselves for the first race in Australia." So yeah, very interesting, the strategy that HAAS have gone with, sort of throwing everything out there straight away so everyone knows when they're going to be testing, everything like that. But I'm going to try and give every livery a score out of 10. I'm personally going to give the HAAS car a 7.5. Yeah, I'm going to say between a 7.5 and an 8. We'll go with an 8. I'm feeling kind today, as this is the first livery reveal of 2020. But yeah, nothing too crazy, nothing too radical. I mean, we're all going to get excited about the Red Bull camo livery that then never gets used, unfortunately, which is always heartbreaking as well. But yeah, there we go then. That has been the F1 2020 HAAS reveal. Do get yourself subscribed if you're new around here as well, and you do want to see more content from this channel. Make sure, obviously, like I said, you do get yourself subscribed, and hopefully we will be back next time out for another livery reveal as well. Let me know as well, before I forget, give me your thoughts and feelings and also your score of the new 2020 HAAS livery as well. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video, and hopefully I will see you guys next time.